right, so here's the former UFC World Title challenger, perennial heavyweight contender type, the Reem, Alistair Overeem. His crowning achievement, really, that K1 World Grand Prix Championship in kickboxing, still in search of that elusive UFC title.
No one expected him to win that kickboxing world championship, but he went out there and he beat some of the biggest names in kickboxing history. But once he was back in MMA, he has been a true and absolute savage. From becoming the Dream World Champion, becoming the Strikeforce heavyweight champion, he's done about everything you can do in the sport of mixed martial arts.
Of course, he made his UFC debut famously against Brock Lesnar. A lot of the recent wins for the Reem have come by knockout or TKO. He'll be chasing another highlight here tonight. Alistair Overeem enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, just when you thought you had seen it all in the octagon, we are graced with the presence of one Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, taking his act to mixed martial arts.
I mean, he's so pretty, John. Now, he always says, I'm so pretty. He looked pretty inside the boxing ring. He intends to do the same thing inside the octagon tonight. This guy is such a great athlete. He talks what he's going to do, but he also delivers. Olympic gold medalist, boxing heavyweight, light heavyweight world champion. He has done it all. A true icon in combat sports, makes his UFC debut tonight.
And to the surprise of some, he told us in the fighter meeting he's got an appetite for the wrestling stuff. So we'll see if Ali can mix it up a little bit tonight. Happy to have him here in the UFC. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alistair Overeem. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. The fight you just didn't know you needed in your life. Muhammad Ali taking on Alistair Overeem. And seems as though the Reem's going to try to humble the greatest here.
Yeah, he's going to have to. He's going to have to approach Muhammad Ali in the same fashion that he has approached everyone else. He looks up to him, but he cannot get lost in the fact that he loves Muhammad Ali. We all do, but you got to beat him, Reem.
Beautiful straight punch there by the Reem. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Oh, beautiful kick there. Vintage Alistair Overeem. On any given Saturday night, you're looking at a guy who can strike, stand, and bang with any of the elite heavyweights in the world.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
All right, so that calf is starting to bruise up. We'll keep an eye on it.
He's got to check now, because if he doesn't, his leg is going to be so... He's not going to be able to move. He's going to be in real trouble.
Well, now these kicks are really starting to pile up since he found his range. This could be trouble.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, just missed on the overhand left. That might have done some damage.
He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round.
Oh, inside kick. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, good power with a short shot to the head in the clinch. Fighters separate from the clinch now. Oh, solid kicks are landing. He has most certainly found the range on the feet. Under a minute now to go in the round.
Big shot to the body.
Overeem's left leg would appear to be compromised at this point in time. You see he's limping, having a hard time putting weight on it, and it appeared as though it was that last kick that did the damage. Single collar tie here. All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Final seconds of the round. Entertaining scraps so far.
There we go. Breathe and recover. And you're sucking wind right now because you're over-committing on your shots. You're throwing too many punches and not landing. Let's go.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see time where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Oh, he ain't Dutch, he ain't much. Beautiful man there by Alistair Overeem. Continues to cross-train at different places. Finished up this training camp at Team Elevation there under Elliot Marshall in Colorado. Ooh, pretty good uppercut.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yeah.
Oh, man, another strike targeting that bruised area on the calf.
And now you can start to see it build. And he's really struggling to stand on that lead leg, get pressure on that lead leg.
Throwing that. Oh, that's a huge connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook lands. And his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. Overeem's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Well, I'm no fighter, but I rock the guy to that extent. I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Back to his feet. Under 2 minutes to go in round two. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Big knee lands to the body.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Just misses with the jab there. Back and forth we go. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Just missed with that right hand. Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here tonight as he continues to pepper that body. Look at those numbers, bottom of your screen. That has been the most significant stat in this fight. The body strikes landed for this young man, working here towards the best performance of his UFC career. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Well, he landed a big knockout in the previous round, and you can just tell his confidence is growing from here.
His confidence is through the roof, as it should be. He's doing a great job right now of landing strikes.
He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad. Oh!
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Unable to connect with a right hook. Overeem's blocking well now. Nice job to protect that already damaged nose as he raises the guard. Takedown defense holds up.
Not resting in the clinch, being very active and landing a beautiful punch there from the clinch position.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You'd think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Overeem's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. Found the target with that left hand. Ali's attempt there is blocked by that is a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Seconds winding down in round 3. Overeem's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Overeem's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding. Oh! Massive kick to the head.
Body blow, anything, let your hands go. Let's go.
Nice straight right lands.
I want to see some foundation.
Ali gets tagged with that jab. Pretty good weapon for him tonight. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Fighters separate from the clinch. Back to the left.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight. Ah, that jab hurt him.
Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame. Huge right hand! Oh, and now a big left hand! Looking at hook in the sky, running well!
Oh, my goodness!
Unbelievable. Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 21 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
All right, so a big result for a big man tonight as his star continues to shine.